What's up YouTube? I'm Vaughn and this is the Gear channel where we discuss collectibles, hobbies, competitive games from tabletop to video games, and today we are reviewing one of the greatest battles of all time, and that is Ancient Gears versus Drytrons. Now today I just felt like really playing Ancient Gears to try and represent the channel and also trying to OTK as much opponents as possible. So we have pretty much a very growing second deck, which is Ancient Gears, versus a very strong growing first deck, which is Drytrons. And especially it's going to be an issue since we don't even play any hand traps. So they're going to definitely establish the board and we're going to try our best to break it. But before we begin, friendly reminder to definitely like and subscribe. And especially if you are a big fan of Ancient Gears as well, definitely hit that like button. Now, with that being said, let's get started. So, sadly, we are actually going to go second. Well, we need to go second. We don't really have anything going first. Now, our opponent has the Cyber Emergency. They have Preparation Rights. They have Zeta. They have Natasha. And they have Gamma. So, they're definitely going to go all out with a hand like this. So, they're definitely going to build a bunch of negates. And they're going to just swarm the field. And we're going to have an issue with that. But we do have Ancient Gear Wyvern, Fortress, Frame, Overlord Fusion, and Foolish Barrel of Goods. So as you can clearly see, we have a very strong going second hand. So I'm not too worried. So our opponent is going to start, and he's going to start with the amazing Emergency Teleport, of course, so he could go and add the one and only Alpha. And our opponent left for some reason. Maybe he had to rethink his strategy. Who knows? Possibly. There we go. Getting Alpha. Oh, pro plays. Now he's going to use Alpha, and he's going to send the Zeta, and he's going to add the amazing Ben 10. Now I told my opponent to go all out just to give him advice that we have nothing, but also to show him that we have the confidence. So we don't care what he's going to make. We are going to win this 100%. So they're going to go and add Ben 10. Amazing card. So after that, they're going to use the Zeta to go send, and he's going to add the Ritual Spell. So there we go, and Ben 10 is going to trigger to go and get that amazing Herald of Orange Light, because now in case we decide to get hand traps, we can't use them. Simple as that. Or Nib. So sad. But we don't play it. So after that, they're going to go and make the Fafnir and use Fafnir to go and send the... Forgot the name of this one. Which one is it? Oh, Delta. I remember what it does. It lets you draw a card, which is very nice. Drawing is very good in this game. So after that, they're going to go and use Delta. So they're going to tribute the Gamma, reveal the Ritual Spell, and draw a card. Ooh, into Nova. Very nice. Nova is a good card. There we go. Special Summon. And after that, they're going to use the Ritual Spell to go and Special Summon the Ben 10. Ooh, but because of Fafnir, they get to just detach for it instead. Really good. After that, they're going to go use Preparation Rights to add Herald Perfection and also the Ritual Spell, since it also added a Ritual Spell from Grave. There we go. Now they're going to use Gamma, tribute the Ben 10, Special Summon. Oh, now Ben 10 once again. And who does he get? The one and only Vanity's Ruler, which is probably the biggest, most hardest card to actually beat. In today's format, if you could normal summon this card, you pretty much win the game. Except if your opponent has Dark Ruler no more. But besides that, this is pretty much a win constantly. So definitely a big issue. And especially for our deck, this might be the biggest issue to actually deal with. So after that, they're going to go and use the Ritual Spell once again. So they're going to go and summon Herald of Perfection. So now they have negates and they have a floodgate. So there's some pro plays that they're going to be doing. So after this, they're going to go and use the Ritual Spell to minus 1,000 to one of his Drytrons. And now they're going to activate it to get Natasha, which I don't see there's a point until he does this. So by activating the effect to actually gain 1,000 life points, we can't OTK. Because believe it or not, usually we deal like 8,800 life points. So since he's at 9,000, we actually can't OTK him. So this actually is a big issue. And honestly, this strategy is very smart. I was not expecting pro plays like this. So after he does that, he decides to link everything to make Appaloosa. So look at that. So now Appaloosa is actually going to have 4 negates, not counters. You're not allowed to do this in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just to let you know. Even at tournaments, you can't put a die on it. Policy, remember that. So now he has 4 negates. He has Perfection that, technically I don't know this, but he could potentially have 3 negates. I do know that he has 2 fairies, but I don't know what that third card is. But I was very surprised he didn't summon the Vanity's Ruler, because that would have been a guaranteed game if he did that. So now it's going to be our turn. So we're going to show you the pro plays and what we do, okay? So we get limiter removal. Now you guys are thinking like the Spice. We're going to go all out. Just watch, okay? So we're going to go into our main phase, and we're going to activate Foolish Burial of Goods, okay? Now, no one's going to ever negate this. People don't even want to ash this. This is how bad it is. So we get away by sending the best card ever, and this is Ancient Gear Catapult. Now he has 2 effects. Now the Grave effect is really good. You get to blow up a face-up card pretty much just to get an Ancient Gear token. So if you actually blow up the Fortress or even Gear Town, you pretty much get 2 monsters for free. So a very good card. Okay, now we're going to do the pro plays by activating Fortress. Okay, now we activated this card with such confidence that our opponent was very hesitant to negate it or not. And he chose not to negate it. You see? Always works. Always be confident in your games. It shows some sort of intimidation. Part of the strategy, as you can see, by playing Ancient Gears, having Ancient Gear Golem as our main monster, having the name Gears, it really shows that we know what we're doing. So after that, we're going to go and summon Gear Frame. Now, as you can see, since Fortress is out, our opponent cannot respond to any of our Ancient Gear cards' effects. So he cannot actually use Herald Perfection or Appaloosa to negate Ancient Gear Frame. And our opponent is deciding and realizing this, so he does the best play and quits. Now, do we blame him? Of course not. We strategized and we did pro plays by simply showing our opponent that we know this deck inside and out, and by being too relaxed when they were playing and just having them go all out, it gave them the illusion that we knew exactly what we were doing and we had so many outs towards this board, when in reality, we didn't, and we could have probably lost if our opponent just did the negate on Fortress. Not going to lie. Now I know some of you guys might have argued that even if they did not do that and we didn't have enough for OTK, I beg to differ, because no matter what, we were still able to get Ancient Gear Fusion, activate Ancient Gear Fusion, get the Hyrancer, attack over this, Suicide, get Reactor, attack, pop, do that. Your opponent still can't do anything, and we will be all set. And that's it for a duel. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely like and subscribe. And if you are a big fan of Ancient Gears as much as I am, definitely hit that like button. And especially if this video gets at least 5 likes, I would definitely do an amazing deck profile of this Ancient Gear deck, which seems to be undefeated at the moment because of amazing pro plays like this. And if you want a sneak peek of future products we're planning to review here on the channel, you can follow me on my Instagram, VaughnGear. I'm Vaughn, and this was the Gear Channel.